Hello, hello. Today is day 69 of my 100-day inspiration challenge, and today I want to talk about growing pains. So sometimes, and more often than not, there are some hard things that come out of growing. Of course, it can be challenging and it can be scary to get out of your comfort zone, and there are pains that come from that. But I want to talk today about some growing pains that happen in relation to other people. So as you grow and as you work toward achieving a certain goal, and as you become a better version of yourself, there are going to be people who are in your life who might be jealous of you, or they might have good intentions, or they might be stuck, and they might be people that you're friends with, but they might want to pull you back. So people might tell you, oh, you've changed, or you're just not really the same person anymore. And they might say it like it's a bad thing. But honestly, that is not a bad thing, because we should all be striving to constantly be changing. We should be striving to constantly be growing, because life is so much about growing and becoming a better version of ourselves. I remember when I was in high school, I had a boyfriend, and he told me that I had changed. And I remember that was so devastating to me. I was like, he thinks I've changed and I have become this whole different person and I'm not myself anymore, and all of these fears and doubts. But really, the reality was that at one point, he liked the version of me that I was, but then I was growing, I was evolving, and I was changing for the better, and he wasn't changing at all. And maybe that was scary to him. And maybe the fact that he wasn't changing, he didn't want to deal with the fact that he wasn't growing. He wanted to pull me back by telling me that I was changing and by perceiving it as a negative thing. So there are going to be people in your life that might look at what you're doing, and they might tell you, or they might give you the idea that what you're doing is wrong or bad, but it's not. It is a great thing to grow, and you just have to know that growing is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And don't worry about what other people think or what other people say. And if people are trying to pull you back to a certain level, then those are not quality people that you want in your life. If anything, you can try and pull them up with you. And if they are not receptive to that, then maybe they just aren't people that you need in your life. And so that actually brings me to my second point, that you might have friends right now in your life, or family, or people, whatever it is, different relationships of people in your life where you have been friends or you have been in each other's lives for a long time. And now suddenly you are changing, you are growing, you are evolving into a better version of yourself. And those friends, that family, those people, they don't want to change. They don't want to grow. They don't want to become better. They are happy staying in their comfort zone, even as much as you try and help them, you try to give them resources. You can't change somebody. People can only change if they decide that they want to change themselves. So you might just have to separate yourself a little bit from them. And I know that that is not something that feels good or something that is easily done. And I can speak from my own experience. And I'm not saying that you can't love those people, because you absolutely can love those people and you can still be friends with those people or do life with those people. But you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. And if you are spending so much of your time and energy with these people that are not growing, you might be dumbing yourself down by hanging out with them and by engaging in conversations with them. And you owe it to yourself to pull yourself up. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself. It's not worth it to keep a relationship if you have to dumb yourself down. You deserve to live the full life. You deserve to be fully yourself. And if somebody who is in your life doesn't want to embrace that and they don't want to grow with you, then you might just have to create a little bit of space. And like I said, you can love them, you can still spend time with them, but be intentional about who you're really doing life with. And if you have crazy ideas, or if you have inspiration or wild dreams, maybe those people who are living life safe, who are in their comfort zone, maybe those aren't the people that you go to for advice. Why would you want advice for somebody that isn't doing the things that you want? So I would just say to you, if you are having a hard time with this and it seems scary or it seems mean to leave your friends behind, of course, you hope that they will grow with you and you can keep encouraging them. But what I would say is, imagine if your relationships were with people that inspired you. Imagine if you were in a world, if you were in a community of friends who you could have thought-provoking conversations with, who you could learn from, who you could be inspired by. Imagine how good that would feel, rather than hanging out with people that are a place that you used to be but no longer want to be. They are a place that isn't serving you. It's not selfish to separate yourself from that. Yes, it is painful. It is growing pains. That's what we're talking about. Growing pains. It does come, growing and evolving comes with painful things, but you grow so that you can be better. You elevate. So imagine a world if you were surrounded with people that are better versions of themselves that you can learn and you can grow with. That to me just sounds so exciting. So again, it goes back to what you focus on. Are you focusing on keeping yourself in a limited place, or are you focusing on your expansion and the person that you can become if you surround yourself with amazing people? Every single time that you grow, it is going to be uncomfortable. There are going to be challenges. There are going to be painful experiences. Every single time that you elevate in life, these different things are going to come up. And it is important to surround yourself with people that are supportive and people who are loving and people who are inspiring and people who are on similar missions with you. So I know that it can be scary, it can be intimidating, it can feel bad to have to think about these things, but your growth is so important. It is important to you. And it is important to the world, because if you are stepping up and living the best life that you possibly can, then you are giving so many people a beautiful gift. You are inspiring other people to elevate. And those people, your friends that maybe aren't stepping up right now, they're still watching you. They're still going to be inspired by you. And maybe 5 years later, after they stop telling themselves that they're not good enough, maybe they will finally step up and elevate as well. But you'll never know if you don't keep growing with or without them. You just have to keep growing. You have to keep your eyes on the prize. And the prize is being the best version of yourself so that you can make this world a better place. So it's not easy, but you got this. Keep growing, keep showing up for yourself, because if you do, there is nowhere that you can go but up. If you would like more free resources, you can head over to my website, showuptogoup.com. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.